Hey everybody, it's Chris back with another review for the Blue Collar Beer Gourmet. Today I'm going to be reviewing one more of those beers that I picked up with my 15% off coupon. A beer that normally cost $1.99, I paid $1.69 for, and that is this 12-ounce can of Snapperhead IPA Farmhouse Ale. Um, the brewing company, as I understand it, is Butternuts. The beer itself is Snapperhead, and it's an IPA Farmhouse Ale. Um, Kind of a strange configuration there, but hey, let's see if there's anything. No, nothing more to discuss the beer itself. It does say all malt. Not sure what that's all about. And an ABV of 6.1. Shows a package date of 8/5/16, so I don't know whether this is a year-old beer or over a year old. Let's go with 8/5/16, hopefully. Anyway, um, had a preponderance of IPAs lately. I'm well aware of this. But my friends, five of my friends on Untappd gave this a 3.08. Overall, it gets a 3.2 from 11,000 uh, 11,000 reviewers. Um, so I'm trying very hard not to let such low scores affect my opinion or or preconceive my opinion of this beer. Um, now that I've given you the heads up, giving the ABV, the cost, which is normally $1.99, Butternuts Brewing is out of Garrettsville, New York. So for once, we actually get an East Coast beer here in the Neon Valley, and that's pretty jazzy. And I've got some serious foam. Okay, was in the back of the fridge, so that may have something to do with it. And just to let that mellow out a bit, just going to show you again, this is my IPA glass from Tenaya Creek Brewery. Once again, you go there on a Tuesday, you slap down $6, they're going to hand you a glass like this full of house beer. You bring that same glass back, $3 later, you get a refill. Take the glass home with you, bring it back next Tuesday, and you still get $3 refills. So $3 refills are good regardless of whether it's the night you bought the glass or 6 months from then. And because it got such a overly responsive head, I'm going to be pouring this kind of delicately. And I know everybody's going to tell me how that's not how you're supposed to pour a beer, and you're right. You're absolutely right. I'm still working on it. One of these days I'm going to get it. So now that we've got this out in the daylight, this has what I would describe as a high-low carbonation, maybe even a high-medium carbonation. It's very hazy, very hazy. And this is a true yellow. It's not golden, it's not brassy, it's just truly yellow. And bringing it to the nose, I sure smell the malt, that's for sure. It's a hop malt combination, a little bit of citrus. Definitely getting that biscuity smell of malt. A little lemony, slightest bit of orange. So I'm thinking that maybe Citra or Galaxy hops were part of this. Uh, so anyway, I don't see any further reason to pontificate. Cheers. Foam mustache, huh? Well, well, yeah. I try very hard not to let my friends' overall reviews and the overall review of a beer and Untappd shape my opinion. But I've got to say I mostly agree with everybody on this one. Um, this tastes like a beer. That's about all I can say for it. It is a little on the bitter side, so I mean, you would definitely tell it's an IPA. I'm going to describe this as a low mouthfeel. And hey, it's not bad, but it's certainly not worth $2. There's a lot of beers out there that are cheaper than $1.99 that are much better. Maybe it's because it's farmhouse style IPA. I don't know. I'm not crazy about this. Nothing against it. I'm going to give it a 3.8. 25 because it does come in a can, so hats off to him for that. And the can does have a packaged on date. So I'm willing to try other beers from this brewery, but I can't say I'm impressed with this, not in the least. Uh, I'm trying to think of who might dig this. The thing is, it for my personal taste, it's leaning a little more towards the farmhouse side and less towards the IPA. And I think that's probably my biggest complaint with it. But it's not bad. I'm not going to recommend that you spend the $2 uh, that this normally costs when there's better beers out there. 12-ounce cans, they're going for cheaper. So, but once again, it wasn't a bad beer, and that is the Snapperhead IPA Farmhouse Ale from Butternuts Brewing. So, until next time, drink good beer, don't break the bank doing it, and cheers.